Okay, fasten your seatbelts and hold on to your hats because we are going to dive into some terms here and a lot of them. The first thing I want to make very clear is that in this field of cybersecurity, there are lots and lots and lots of terms that overlap with each other. In some cases, one term is used in two different ways. In other cases, you have two different terms that really mean the same thing, or they might have very slight differences in meaning depending on who's using them. So we're going to discover a lot of that kind of stuff and overlapping and gray areas and so forth. And people will argue, well, this term means this, but this term over here is slightly different, but then two other people use them the same way and so forth. So first of all, let's untangle some of these terms up here. Cybersecurity, information security, network security, personal security, physical security, communication security. Well, how do we untangle these? Usually it's that there is some emphasis. Some people, again, use these terms interchangeably, but usually there's a slight emphasis or spin on the emphasis. So, for example, cybersecurity deals with everything digital, for example, whereas information security emphasizes that corporate data that we're protecting. Although in information security, we might leave out things like physical system security. So again, slight variations, but you'll see both terms. But really, information security is a subset of cybersecurity if you really want to get technical about it. Network security, the emphasis is on data that travels from one place to another in our network. And then these things are just kind of tacked on there and used sometimes for very specific reasons. Personal security, physical security, communication security, and so forth. All right, that's it for these terms. We're not going to dive very, very, very deeply into them, but you should at least know these three and kind of what the emphases are, the differences are between those three terms.